Hi, today we are looking at a lead code question, which is longest substring without repeating characters. We will solve this question using a sliding window approach rather than a brute force one, which of course is gives you a benefit of lesser time complexity. And the example that we have here in the question is they have given a string and the output that we're supposed to return is 3 because as we traverse through the string, the longest substring in this particular given one is 3, which can be either ABC or BCA or CAB or again ABC here. And yeah, so basically you traverse, and as soon as you reach A, you know that there's a duplicate in the string, so that's not a valid window. So we will keep a count of, I mean, we keep a record of the length of the valid string that has occurred until then. So the idea here is to take two pointers, which is left and right. The right will traverse through the string as is, like using a for loop, and the left will change depending on whether the window is valid or not. So for example, uh, yeah, so yeah, I'll start doing the code and then I'll explain it. So now we have taken a variable left and I initialized it to 0, and then now I'll traverse through the string. I'll traverse through the string using right, and how do you know whether the window is valid or not? It is only when you know that there's already an element existed before that, right? So for example, you have A, B, C. You've seen these three, and then the next A uh, is not valid. I mean, the window ABCA is not valid because there's a duplicate. And then to know that, we will use a dictionary. So I initialize the dictionary, and now I'll check whether that element is already there in the dictionary or not. If so, what I'm doing here is basically that if the element exists in my dictionary, I'm adding uh, +1 to it, and if it doesn't exist, I'm initializing value to 1. And now we'll check whether the window is valid or not. So the window size that we have would be, we can either initialize it here or just uh, like yeah, so we will just check the condition, which is we'll check if the S of right, which is the current element at that particular index, is there in D, and if it's has a length of more than 1. So this is our while the condition that we are checking to see whether the window is valid. So the if it is greater than 1, so that means our window is invalid. So we will then increment, move the left, and before we move the left, we also have to take out the left element from the dictionary. And I mean, we have to reduce its count. So we also might encounter the index out of range issue here. So what we'll do here is we'll just delete s of left in D if it is equal to 0 after we decrement it. So if s of left equal to 0, we'll delete t of s of left. right? And then now, so this particular while condition is to check if window is invalid. If the window is invalid, we are basically incrementing left by one, and of course, before that, we are decreasing the count of s of left in D by one. And if it is equal to zero after decrementing it, we might run into a index out of range issue, so we are deleting it. Yeah, and now what we have to return is, so this while loop here will handle the invalid window case, and then once you're out of the while loop, it means that you've basically made your window valid. So now you can uh, take I mean, you can calculate the length of the valid window, which is maximum of length. And uh, I mean, the logic here is that you return the length after the length would be right minus left plus one, essentially. So because I'll tell you why. So when you start your left and right from zero here, for example, left, yeah, take this string, and then left and right starts from zero index, right? So the maximum valid window that we get here is ABC. So this, we have the length of this will be stored in the length element. So that would be right. So the C is at index 2 and A is at index 1, index 0. So you basically subtract left from right, and then you add 1 to it. So then you will get the um, valid window size. Because I'm saying the valid window size you're getting here because your invalid window case will be handled here. But you can't always keep changing the length, right? So I'm basically returning the maximum of whatever length I have encountered until then. But I have to initialize the length to 0 before that. So in the first iterations, I mean, under the iterations until here, you'll see the maximum length until here we get is 3. I mean, you will, yeah, the maximum length is 3 that you get here, and then you're basically returning length. Let's check. Oh, yes, it got accepted. And then we'll check if all the cases are, oh yeah, yes, it's done. That's how you solve the lead code question, this lead code question. So yes, this particular format of sliding window is comes under variable window length, because you're basically traversing the right through the string, and then you're stopping at uh, right, and then you're traversing the left. I mean, incrementing or shrinking the window based on whether the window is valid or not. So there are two different conditions when you solve this kind of questions. It is either variable window size uh, shrink when valid, or variable window size shrink when invalid. So based on the question, you have to decide what uh, we have to do in the question. That's it. Okay, thank you for watching.